I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed.
Hey GTR,
I must admit that
good to
such
see you.
conjecture is futile.
How's your day been?
Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Alright, so I didn't play this game in 1993, but I did play it in 1994. So it wasn't absolutely brand new, but it was new to me. We had just moved someplace, and my dad bought this for me. So that, I had something to do. I didn't have any friends yet, but I had Myst, and it was amazing. So, it was point and click back in the day. Now we've got free roam. You can look around and actually explore the island completely free. So, we're going to dive in and see what it was like in 1993, or, in my case, 1994, plus, a little HD remaster. Now, I'm going to try to play the game kind of like you would play it normally. So, even though I know a lot of the secrets and where to go, I'm just going to kind of explore around like you would if you were discovering things the first time. So this note is where it all begins. Catherine, I've left a message for you of utmost importance in our forechamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on the island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, Atris. Alright, so marker switches. Well, we see that guy right there. And here's one right here. There's also one up here you can see. So that's 3. And then over there's one, so that makes 4. And 5. 6. 7. And then when I was a kid, this is the one I missed. Way over here is this one, 8. So there's 8 marker switches. So he said we have to go into the forechamber. So if we come down here, here we go, here's the forechamber. Yeah, and I played this back in all of its 256 color glory. I mean, I had a Nintendo before this, like just an original Nintendo. But this was mind-blowing to me. It was totally different. It was 3D, it was immersive, it was interesting. There was things to explore everywhere. It just absolutely blew my mind. Alright, so on here, let's see, dimensional imagers, so 40 for topographical extrusion, marker switch diagram is 47, water turbulent pool is 67. So let's do those. So right now it's on water turbulent pool, that was the one we just saw. So let's do the other one we did. So marker switch diagram was 47. So the marker switches, this is in case you didn't know what a marker switch was from his note. Well, now you do. Okay. And then the other one was topographical extrusion. And again, I apologize for the audio. It'll explain here in just a second why I have it so loud. So here's the topographical extrusion, and you can walk around it now. You couldn't do this back in the day. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so if we enter the number of marker switches, that will get us the secret message that he told us was here. Alright, so let's check it out. What message has Atris left for Catherine?
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine is one of our sons. I suspect Agatha, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. If you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
Alright, so either Catherine didn't get the message, or she forgot to erase it. Alright, so you can see there the dialogue is actually pretty quiet, and that's why I have to kind of crank it, which unfortunately means the music is a bit too loud. But hopefully I've got a balancing point where the dialogue's a little too low and everything else is a little louder. So we're going to turn on these marker switches, and I'll explain why here in just a second. But, you know, initially when I saw them, I did turn them on, because I just was like, well, there's a switch, throw the switch, right? Anytime there's a thing you can do, you gotta do it. But we'll just throw these first few, and then we'll explain what's going on. So, if we go... Oh, this is one thing I never noticed. I wonder if they added this to realMyst. I bumped into this on my last playthrough, but here is Tiana's grave. Interesting. Yeah, I don't remember that being a thing in the original Myst, but maybe it was, and I just never noticed it. Again, I was a kid, right? Like, I didn't play this game super accurately. Alright, so here you can see that this will stop in a few places, and it basically only stops where I've turned the switches on. So we need to turn on all the switches so that the tower rotation will stop there. So if we just turn these on real quick. But you'll also notice that I can't turn this one on because there's no way to get there. So I'm just going to turn on the ones that we can for now. So I think the last one was the spaceship over here. Once this guy's on, we'll go and look at the tower rotation, like he said. Alright. So those are all the markers that we can turn on right now. Now again, it's been a while since I've actually played Myst, so I played it a lot as a kid, so I know, you know, a lot of the secrets, but some of it I'm just going to have to figure out as we go. So, first things first, let's look at these books. Alright. So, just a weird static book. But if I pick that up, ooh.
Bring me a red page. I can't see it. Need a red page, you must. Bring. I am serious.
Sirius was one of Atris's sons.
There is one thing I must rescue.
Alright. So we don't get much from that, but we know that there's Sirius, and he wants red pages. This one, again, is just going to be staticky, so let's put the page in.
Serious? Is that you? Are you? See you. You know. Help me. Bring blue pages. Never. Pages. I must have the blue page. Bring them to me.
Alright, so Akinar wants blue pages, Sirius wants red pages. Let's go ahead and rotate the tower and see if we can discover something. So, where should we go first? Let's see. Let's go there first. Why not? That'll work. Okay, so this was, you know, the marker switch right here was the boat. And we went up here and we turned on the marker switch here. And then we also turned on the marker switch here. So, when you rotate the tower, it pauses there. And then if we look at these, you can see you got some portraits here. We got a portrait of outside and a portrait of inside the library. And again, this blew my young little mind, seeing, you know, a secret passage open up inside of the library here. Absolutely fantastic. Actually, I should look around, see? I forget, you know, that this is 3D now, and that you can wander around, because I'm so used to just Myst. Like, going around behind that was so confusing back in the day, because there were only 4 points. And so suddenly, it felt like, you know, the elevator here had disappeared, and you were in the middle of nowhere. It was very weird. Very disorienting. But being able to walk around fluidly, you get a feel for the island, you stitch it together better, because it's not an arbitrary level of movement. Now, I have noticed that this, if you go up there and you try to look out here, it usually breaks, so I just avoid it. It's supposed to give you a little glimpse of the island, but again, for me, it usually breaks, so could be that I'm on AMD, I don't know. Alright, so we see 240 and 221. Interesting. Okay. So 240 and 221. Well, if you think about 240, I mean, it looks like a time, right? And there was only one thing on the island where I saw time. So we're going to run back here. Click on going back outside. This guy. Which should allow us to be free. Now, if you go to the gears right now, there's nothing you can do with the gears. But if you go down this way... 240. Let's set this to 240. And then somehow 221 is going to have something, right? That's so cool. Alright, we'll turn on this marker switch while we're here. And we'll go inside. Now this destroyed me as a child. So if you grab this handle... and you pull it down, it does the bottom two. If you grab this one, it does the top two. So clearly we wanted to say 2, 2, 1, right? And I tried every possible permutation I could think of. And eventually I came to the conclusion that it was mathematically impossible to get 2, 2, 1 to be here in the middle. And I couldn't figure it out. I just fought and fought and fought. And then my friend came over once and he was just like, well, what if you hold it down? So let's reset it. And he just did one thing that changed my life. So instead of pulling it, yanking it like I did, he just pulled it down and held it there. And now it rotated differently. So you pull it down and you hold it there. And that changes everything. So now we just need the top two to go. 2, 2, 1, right? This was the top two, right? 2, 2, 1. Yeah, just him holding it down like that completely changed everything. Now you'll notice here, this little gear thing opened up, but there's nothing inside of there. But it looks very similar to where we threw that first marker switch, right? So that first marker switch was way over here. And now this gear has opened up just like that. So the clock has a model of this. And now we can go into a book. And again, as a child, this was so cool. A teleportation device inside of a book. Absolutely amazing. Alright. Now again, this is where my memory is going to get more fuzzy, because I played this level a lot less than I played, you know, the main island of Myst. So we're going to have to just figure it out. Now this, I mean, you can push things, right? And they'll change. So we got different symbols in here, right? Okay. That's all we need to know for now, that there are different symbols. Let's go inside. And this guy, you'll notice he's got like a little track that these wheels can go along, which should be interesting. Alright, well, let's explore. Ooh. So like a model of the rocket thing that we got on Myst Island. There's like a sunken boat on Myst Island, so there's that. Maybe a model of the clock tower. You can look through here. Don't see anything though. Yellow, blue, pink. Alright. A wind-up bird. There's actually an achievement if you wind this too long and you break it. I'm not going to do it because it takes way too long to wind. What's down here? Chess pieces. Ooh, I'm the king now. Okay. Interesting. The chess piece just makes music, huh? Can we close it? Alright, that's enough of that chess piece. Did these do anything? Doesn't look like it. But again, another thing that took me forever to figure out is that this wall has a small relief right here. So if we go to it, we can go through here. We got treasures and a red page. So we now have a red page, but we'd have to find a way to get back to the main Myst Island to be able to use the red page, right? Alright. What do we have here? So here's a big old room with seemingly nothing in it except for this door, but the door can't do anything. Again, that was very confusing to go around that room back in point-and-click days because it's got, like north, south, east, west, but very disorienting when you go around it. Alright, so down here, we've got this thing. So if we move that, oh, it rotates. Oh, look. So it goes special at one point. There we go. Alright. Anything else down here? Doesn't look like it. So, back up we go. Just the sheer exploration of everything here is crazy. So you can't go down. This button just goes up. Can we go up again? Oh, so this button only goes like halfway up. Can we go up again? Let's check it. Okay, nothing. Alright, so you come out here. Some gears here. That's about it. And again, this is one where I got stuck for ages. Oh, I forget. There's a flashlight in this one. I forget. Okay. This again took me ages, but eventually I figured you could go back down. But when I hit this halfway button, it started beeping. I was like, what does that mean? And eventually I figured out that, oh, you can hop out and it'll go down without you. And now we've got this. So the question is, what is this about, right? That does a weird thing. That does a weird thing. Okay. Oh. It made like a clunk noise. Oh. That button just makes it go back. So what's that clunk noise about, do you think? Well, let's go back down and see if I missed something, huh? Because again, I don't remember everything about this place. Alright, so let's continue around. Oh, so there's a different place over here. So if the last one had the red page, this one must be Akinar's place, right? So he's got his own little throne room in this place. Oh, what's this do? Fortress Rotation Simulator. Calibrating. Okay, so that's the island that we're on right now. And if we put that up, oh, then we can rotate to the right when we let go. Alright. And then when I put this down, oh, so when I put that down, it'll go to the closest thing. So for example, if I go just past this tick, right, then I go down, it'll go to there. So I'm going to actually write down these noises because I think these noises matter. So I'm going to call that west one a trill. Whereas, what's the next one? So if we go up, rotate a bit, can stop, put that down. Ka-chunk is what I'm going to call south. Maybe more of a clunk, I don't know. And now if we do east, I'm going to call that whoosh. And then north, I think I remember in North it was like a trill, but let's just hear it one more time, huh? So I'm going to call that... Oh no, it's a high-pitched dink. So West was a trill, North is a high-pitched dink. Okay. Those noises should help us to know which way we're facing, right? So now if we leave... Well, first let's peek in here. So this door is a little more obvious because it's got a yellow stripe. Ooh. Dude, Akana, you creepy. So there's a blue page in here, and we could switch if you want. Here, let's switch to blue page. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Akana might not be the guy we want to help, but, you know, let's help him a little bit to figure out what the heck is going on here. Can I click on this one? And a lot of the things in here might not matter. They're just interesting things, right? So there's like a snake thing. Why? I don't know. Akana likes snakes, I guess, right? Alright. Okay, let's go back down to the tower rotation. Which was right here. Or not tower rotation, island rotation, sorry. Alright, so if we go up... Now right now, if I remember right... Oops, sorry, gotta hit the button. If I remember right, it clunked at us. Which should mean that we were facing south. Alright, so if we just... if we put this up, and then we put it back down, clunk. So we're currently facing south. So, let's just change it any direction. Maybe like 4 seconds. Whoosh. So now we're facing east. So, if we go back outside now, the whole island will be facing in a different direction, and we can figure out what's on the east. Okay, east we go. Unfortunately, we always have to run through like the whole building to get out. Okay. East. So this is a different little island. So before we were on this one, right? Now we're on the east island. And here, we've got part of the code. So I'm going to write this down. So we got the second half of the code. Well, let me just write it down in 4 pieces. Alright, sorry, I'm just trying to draw this real quick. Now the other thing you can do is you can use your save states. So I had a bunch of save states in here before, but I wiped them out so I wiped them out when I was at the beginning. But what you can is you can save it here, and it does give you a little picture, but it's a really tiny picture, so it doesn't always work super great. If it's, you know, if it's something big, you can take a picture of it like that, and then you can see it okay. But I just prefer old school pen and paper, so I have a little pen and a piece of paper right by my desk here. Alright, let's go back through and we will hit the button again. I'm going to switch pens, because that pen seems to be not writing very well. So it seemed like 4 seconds was about right to get a quarter turn. So let's just do that again. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we bring it down. Hey, now we got a dink, and that should be north. Alright. So if we check out what's on the north side of the island. You know, it's funny, when I was playing this game, my uncle found out that I was playing this game, and he was like, "What? You're playing Myst? I've been playing Myst. That game is impossible. It's this huge thing," right? It's just funny to see the generational gap to the next generation up. He thought, you know, this was just an impossibly large game that could never be beaten, and yet somehow his nephew that was like 10 or 11 beat it, right? Alright, so we got like a horseshoe thing. Let me draw that. Okay, and then a wedge. And this triangle. You know, it's funny. I've moved quite a few times in my life, and so I don't always keep stuff. But Myst, I still have my original Myst CD. And somewhere I've got the box and the notes, I believe, too. Because it was just so important to my childhood that I, wanted to keep it. Alright, now I think we have enough to get back home. But let's rotate the island one more time just to see what's on the west of the island. I mean, maybe it's nothing. I don't remember. Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was west, which was the Trill, so that's good. Okay. Here we go. So this should be the final location in this area. Alright. Oh, so there's just a big fat lot of nothing here. But if you look over there, look, you can see a boat. So something is out here. Interesting. I guess each of these times we could have looked out of the spyglass, too, to see, what we were pointed at. So let's peek at this one. Ooh, creepy. Alright. So one last rotation should put us back to the south. And then we can go and give Akinar this page. Oh, I gotta hit the button. I keep jumping the gun. Shine a flashlight on it. It's a cool kind of shape in the roof there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And a thunk is south. Yeah, that chunk is south. Perfect. Okay. Let's go give Akinar a blue page and see what he does with it. I mean, he was pretty desperate to get it. And I won't look out the telescope because we're pointing back to where we were initially, so it doesn't change anything. Alright. So if we punch in this code, it was horseshoe. Oh, I got the first one right. Horseshoe. And then that guy. And then like the 3 mountains. Whoops. I went past it. Oh, I went past it again. There we go. And then like a backwards letter D. There we go. That should be it. Oh, except for I gotta push this now. Alright. And now we can go back to Myst Island. Back to the library. I didn't look up, but this is the roof of the library. It's funny, they were able to, make so many things high def, but then certain of the video assets, they just kept them low def because they're like, that would be too hard to try to fix. Alright. Blue page.
You returned. You wouldn't return. Pages rescue me. I'm Akinar. My brother, I beg you. To be complete. Always blue pages. Listen to him. Now listen to my brother.
So he doesn't trust Sirius.
Egotistical fool and a liar. Bring me the blue pages. The red ones. Don't bring the red ones. I implore you. I've been wrongfully imprisoned. You must leave. I will have my retribution. Please bring me the blue pages. Pages, please.
Alright. Quite the case he makes for blue pages only. Doesn't want us to listen to his brother. Alright, we're going to run back to that same island. because every area, every age, I guess is what I should call them, every age has a red page and a blue page. And so we already found both of the pages here, so we're just going to race back and we're going to grab the other page. Shouldn't take but a moment, since we won't even need to rotate the tower. Alright. Can't remember which way was Cirrus and which way was Akinar, but this looks like Cirrus. Okay. So we'll open this up and go through there and grab his red page that we left behind. And now we can just run back and we can give it to Cirrus and see what he has to say. See if he'll call his brother a liar. Oh, not that one. This one. There we go. Now, once you've figured out an age, it's pretty easy to go back and grab the other page. Sometimes there are, gates you have to open and close, things like that, but yeah, for the most part, it's pretty straightforward.
You've returned. Thank you for bringing me red. You must continue to help. My name is Cirrus. I beg you to find the remaining red pages. You must release me from this book, which has become. I need more red pages, please. Beg. Don't waste time. Look. Don't. Brother. My brother is guilty. And I wrongfully imprisoned. Bring the red page to me.
Alright, so Cirrus claims that Akinar is guilty, and Akinar says that Cirrus is a liar. Oh, before we go out, let's check this. So here is a library. So we've got mostly burnt books. If you look through them, they're just, burnt, they're pointless, right? But you've got channel wood. And you can actually go through this and read these. I'm not going to take the time to read them, but, if you want, you can pause and you can read them, because they are quite fascinating. This is one of those games where it's not like Skyrim, right? Like Skyrim has a lot of books, but the books are kind of awful, right? Whereas in this, most of the books are actually pretty good, and some of these, diagrams and stuff actually have clues in them to help you solve puzzles. So there's actually certain things in this game that you can't figure out without books. And so if you dive through all the books, you will figure out some things that are very important. So this one's Stone Ship, I think is what it's called. But yeah, just different ages. So the Stone Ship age, yeah. Excuse me. So Stone Ship has something important in it. So constellations. Interesting. So we'll have to remember that Stone Ship is where these constellations are, because without this, again, you can't actually beat the game. And then this one, what's it say? The Selenetic Age of Myst. What's this one? If we just thumb through it real quick. And you'll see that this one fades out, right? It's got some pieces that are missing. They're partially destroyed. So Selenetic has, some stuff about the rocket ship. And then he talks about Channelwood there a little. Okay, so this one is important. So I'm just going to write down this piano code real quick, because again, you can't win without it. So the piano code is CFC, but the C is the higher C, and then D sharp, and then way back down towards the bottom, and that is what, a B flat? I know I'm mixing flats and sharps, but I don't know what else to do. There we go. So C, F, C, D sharp, B flat. That looks right. Okay. Nice. So we've got the code for the Selenetic age. And then this one, look, it's not fully burned. It's got some squares on it. And just weird patterny thingies. But again, important. So keep that in the back of your mind. And then, I thought I turned notifications off. Gosh dang it. All right. Right. Oh, I don't remember this. This might be actually important for me to figure out how to do power, but I don't remember. Oh, I think, no, this was just how to rotate the tower. Okay, so not a big deal. We already actually did that one. Whoa, I didn't mean to escape. All right. And then I think the last one is, oh, is this the one I just looked at? Yep. Because it has a gear on it. Okay, but then what about this one? Rhyme. Okay, so I wish I could turn off those notifications. I swear I did that in Steam before, but then Steam decided that it really wants them on, so it's not going to listen to me. Ah, look, you'll notice 40, but then it says there's something else back there. So again, keep that in the back of your mind. It's not super important for right now, but it's important for the end of the game. All right. So yeah, let's save. Why not? Oh my gosh! Stop showing me notifications, Steam. Can I turn that off real quick? Do not disturb. Let's try that. Okay. All right. So we finished this place. So let's rotate the tower again to the next one. All right. So it looks like the next one is this guy. Let's see what clues the library has for us. All right. Get back in here. And we'll look for clues. Like Scooby-Doo. Oh, and if you hit this button without the door closed, nothing happens. So you have to close the door. Safety first, people. Come on, safety first. I'm trying to remember when the realMyst came out, but it was a while back. I mean, I'm going to guess it was the 2012 maybe? I don't know, something like that. That's my guess. All right, so this one, this one we need to write down some things real quick. Now again, I could just take a picture of it, but I tried that on the last time I played, and it's a little bit hard to read. So October 11, 1984, very Orwellian, at 10:04 a.m. And then we've got Jan 17 at 12:07. 5:46 a.m. and then November 23, 9791, well into the future, and that's at 6:57 p.m. Okay, that's all we need from here. That should be clue enough. Alright, now I haven't actually shown you this area of the island yet, so you would just kind of have to poke around until you find something that dates could be plugged into, but luckily you're with Cynic, and Cynic has played this game before. He knows where the dates go. Alright, so we're just going to race back out. We're going to open up the library, and the dates... If I can get out here. The dates go in this room right here. So this little, like, I don't know, pergola? I don't know what you'd call it. Ooh, so we get a creepy dentist chair. And now again, I remember the last time I played this, I actually had a hard time doing this in free range mode, so free roam mode. So I might need to switch to classic, we'll see. But you have to kind of, okay, you have to pull that down. Alright, so this is like an observatory, right? So if we switch this to October 11th, 1984. Whoa, it goes fast. Okay, 1984, and it was at 10:04 a.m. Okay, so 10:04 a.m. Let's check this out. Alright, now that constellation, I'm just going to draw it real quick, but I know what it is, but I'm just going to draw the constellation so you can see what that looks like. Perfect. Alright, and now the second date was January 17th at 12:07. And then it was 5:46 a.m. Okay, so if we look at that, we get that looking thing, which, I don't recognize right off the bat, but let me just draw it real quick. Because, again, it's been ages since I played this, so it looks like something like that. Two there, and a big one at the bottom. Okay. Again, I'm not 100% sure what that is. And then the last one was November 23rd at 97:91. Yeah, 97:91. And then this was at 6:57 p.m. Okay, so if we hit that guy, and obviously if you get any date even slightly wrong, you're not going to get the right constellation. All right. I'm trying to remember what that one is. I think I actually do recognize this constellation, but I could be wrong. Okay. All right, so those are our 3 constellations. I'm curious, just out of curiosity, what happens if we turn the lights on? I'm not sure I've done this, so let's just see. We pull it back down. We look at the same thing. Yeah, you can still kind of see it, but it's, much darker. And you can't... Oh, maybe you can still change things. Oh, yeah, you can. It's just harder to see. Okay. Well, we're going to be good citizens, and... Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the chair. There we go. I'm going to turn the light back off. Don't want to waste electricity, even on Myst. Ooh, dusk is settling in. Alright, so we had a Constellations book, and it was in the Stone Ship Age. Right? So if we look up those constellations, that's the first one, so this leaf. And then, let's see... No, that doesn't look like the second one. This looks like the third one. So this little bug was that one. And then this one actually looks like the second one. So, snake, I believe. I'm going to write that down too. Okay. So, we've got leaf, snake, bug. And if we come out here, and we look at these little things, you see flamingo, you see cross. Those were 2 of the constellations. We have leaf, arrow, anchor, bug, and snake. When I was a kid, I was very confused because I thought that the bug one was actually the anchor one, because the constellations look a little bit similar. Okay, so this boat has come up, and last time that a model changed, it meant that it had changed in real life too. There we go. Now, I'm not going to show you, but there is a little secret that you can climb up these gangplanks and get into the crow's nest. So get up into the crow's nest and find a secret. Come on, there we go. All right. To Stone Ship we go. Or Stone Ship Age. All right. Get used to the rain, because it rains here all the time. You'll see the very first thing where we spawn, this is full of water. Okay. So everything's flooded. This is also flooded. Anything in here? Also flooded. But there is high ground. So on the high ground, you can look through this telescope. Okay. So it looks like this lighthouse is at 135. Anything else in here? Not that I'm seeing. Okay, so 135 was like the most interesting point. Alright, let's go back down. So there's also this gangplank over here. Also flooded. Key on a chain. Interesting. And if you go up here, padlock up here. Okay. So somehow we need to detach that key, it looks like. Alright. Let's click one of these and see what happens. Let's try the first one. Makes a pumping noise, and it opens up the cabin here. So if we go down in here, it's a pretty cool little underwater area. I should turn off my light, I guess, so you can see outside better, huh? Very cool. And down here, doesn't seem to be much of anything. I was thinking there was something down here, but maybe it's like a secret, or maybe it shows up later. I don't know. I don't know. But this right here is what I expected to have something on it, and it's not there, so I'm going to assume that I got to do something else first. Because again, it's been ages since I played this, so I can't remember what all things you have to do. And sometimes when you're lost, you just want to click on stuff, because sometimes like it'll be like, oh, that's a button, or you know, things like that. So you just got to explore around, poke buttons, and see if you can figure out what's what. Alright, so that first one opens up the ship. What does the second one do? So, the ship's flooded again. But now this is open. Now, I can't remember if there was a flashlight in the original Myst. I don't think there was. But I got stuck here for ages. And it was because this right here was invisible to me. I basically had to replay the game with my friend at his house, because his monitor was a higher definition. It was brighter, and then I could see that there was a thing there on the wall. But we'll go get that in a second. First, we're going to check out this room, which looks like Sirius's room. I mean, he does like the finer things in life, does he not? Ooh, we got a red page. Okay. He's got all the riches that he's gathered. Alright, so here, where was that door? Here, right here. So you can't see, you can barely see it here, right? But like, as a kid, I couldn't see that at all. Alright, let's go through here. I don't remember what's in here, so this is going to be new for all of us. Okay, so we've got like a compassy thing. Can I click lights? Okay, can't click anything. Oh, that siren's really irritating, isn't it? Okay. And then this one, I think I came out the other hallway? No, maybe not. Maybe this is the same hallway. Let's see. Ah, so here's Akinaw's room. Much more somber and morose. Oh, that looks similar to that light bulb thing. So let's check that out in a second. See if there's anything interesting. Oh, marker switch. The vault is located. The island of... Gee, very easy. Instructions are follow each of the marker. Turn everyone on position. Then a final step. Turn there to the... So this right here, I literally wrote all of this down so that I could piece together the second half later. So that's important. Keep that in your mind. But I know what it is, so I'm not gonna write it down. That one stuck with me. I remember it very well. Okay, so let's figure out what this thing is, huh? Ooh, skull or a rose. So you can morph it back and forth. And yes, this was in the original Myst game. Granted, it was probably a lower quality, lower resolution, but it morphed back and forth between a rose and a skull, just like that, which is fun. I don't know if that does anything, but, you know, it's cool. Ooh, we got Akinar's creepy decorations, and right on his bed is a blue page along with, oh, Akinar. Come on, buddy. You're too old for this. All right. Okay. We'll switch to the blue page, because why not? I don't know. Okay, so I don't know what that alarm thing is yet. We'll have to figure that out. And then, let's... That one's still flooded, so let's do the third one. If we hit this guy, that will unflood this one. So now if we go down here... Okay, so we got a treasure chest. Oh, come on. So I can't open the treasure chest because we need that key up there. But if you look here, look. You can let the water run out. But if you flood the chamber, that will let the water back in. So, you gotta turn it closed again. That took me ages to figure out as a kid. Absolutely ages. I basically played this over the course of a summer, and it took me the entire summer to beat it. Alright, so now, if we flood that chamber again... It's so cool that, like, this ship is embedded in the island, right? I mean, that's just a really cool idea. It's fun. So now you see that the treasure chest is floated up. So we can open it up with this key. And we can get another key. And that key goes up here. Nice. Up we go. Okay. So from here, I do vaguely recall this. So this, again, I hit it, and I was like, why won't it keep going? And it took me forever, because in low def, you can't see that this is filling up, but in high def, you can. And it's that this is like a battery pack. So you literally have to charge up the batteries. Takes a while, unfortunately. But charging those batteries. Get a full charge. Alright, that looks like it's full, right? Let's do a couple more just for good measure. Alright. So, I don't remember what the battery does, but I'm assuming it has something to do with those light bulbs downstairs. That would be my guess anyway. Alright. So let's go back down to the light bulbs. Okay. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, hey, it's glowing now. I don't think it glowed. Maybe it did. Oh, right. Let's see if we can figure this out now. Got some cool fish. All right. Ooh. So it was at 135. Let's see. This would be like 180, right? And this would be 90. So what's halfway in between 90 and 180 would be 90 plus 45 would be 135, right? So we just want to be like down here? Because that's where the lighthouse was at? Yeah. I think that's the solution. Again, that's half me figuring it out, half me starting to remember it, right? Okay. Up and out. So now I'm assuming that if we flood this again and unflood the ship, that there will be stuff down there. So we'll drain the ship. Hey, there's lights on. This is more what I remember. Ah, there we go. And now we can go back to Myst. Well, so far, everything's been coming back to my memory just fine. We'll see if that trend continues or if I get stumped. Alright. Here we go. Blue page. No, that's the red book. Actually, let's see what happens if you try to put it in there. No, it just doesn't let you. It says, hey, buddy. He just says the old thing. Okay. So you can still watch him say the previous video if you want.
Ah, good. Still more blue pages, you father. Bring more. I must have some more. That's all I ask of you. Long. It's been so long since my brother, Cyrus, wrongfully imprisoned me within this book. Stupid schemes. Pretty speech. It's been greed, which is endless. It should be perfectly obvious to you. He's done evil and he has destroyed all before. Do not bring the red pages to him. You must not let him trick you. He believed you. He tricked our father. Hideously murdered our father. He'll trick you. He'll murder you. Don't touch the red pages. I beg you to bring the blue pages.
Dude's pretty serious about not trusting Cyrus.
Listen, you must obey me. Blue pages are my only hope. You must help me. You must help me.
I don't have to do anything for you, Akinar. I can do what I want. Alright. Oh, it's nighttime now in Myst. Which definitely did not happen in the original game. Alright, we'll go back one more time. Quickly grab the red page. There we go. Everything should be set. I do have to drain things differently, I guess. Because the ship is currently drained. And that's not what we want. We need to go down and grab a page. So we need this one drained. Alright, and I don't remember which side was Cyrus's and which side was Akinar's. So we're just going to do one side, and if it's the other side, then we'll have to switch over. Alright. Hey, we got lucky. And it was in one of these drawers, right? I actually think it was in his dresser drawer. I think it was in the bottom one. There we go. I've got a red page. We're all set. Back to Myst. Oh, Myst Island. Okay. Okay, let's see what Cyrus has to say. And I know it's like we're going fast, because I've basically done each of these islands in each of these ages in 30 minutes, right? But, like, again, that was months of my childhood.
Have returned. Additional page. Free from my prison on this forgotten island of Myst. I see that you are. I am called Cyrus. I need all the red pages. I know. Must search and bring 2 more of the red pages. I am released. I promise. Don't touch the blue pages. That is where my right. For my wicked brother, Akinor. He is a man of distorted mind and senses. He disgusts me.
Oh, disgusting.
Do not release Aknar. Thirst for destruction is not. Never ending. Bring the red paper. Beg you, please release me from this prison. I promise you will be greatly rewarded.
I mean, I could just take all your stuff. I found your treasure rooms.
Tell me.
Alright, that's what Sirius has got to say. Okay, so tower rotation. We've done this one, we've done this one. Let's see what the next red line is. This one. Okay, let's check out our clues. See what it gives us. I actually think I remember the exact number of this one. I think we're going to go up here, and it's going to say 726. How do I know that? It's weird what sticks in your head, man. Certain things that just burrow in there, and from your childhood you're like, wait a minute, I think I remember that number. But again, I did replay this game, I don't know, a while back, so maybe it's just me remembering. Oh, 724. Oh, I was wrong. I was totally wrong. It's 724. Well, good thing we came and checked and didn't rely on my memory. Yeah, I wonder why I thought 6. Interesting. Funny what false memories you get, I guess. Alright. Now, I don't think there's a book for Channelwood, is there? Oh, there is Channelwood. Let's just peek through here real quick. See if there's any diagrams or numbers that pop out at us. Doesn't look like it, but they do have some sort of diagram. The future bridge. Oh, so there's a missing bridge here. Okay. Alright, so there is a map, but I think that probably doesn't matter terribly now. That was more of a thing that you needed back when you had to figure out which direction to face, right? And the reason I know to go here is just because, so this, the tower rotation map was pointing to this. So if we look at this, right, it's just a tree. You can, like, go around the tree, but that's it, just a tree. But the marker's here, so let's go inside. Okay, we got a thing. Alright. We'll do this. 7, 2, 4. In we go. We get some matches. Hey, we got a match. Now again, this took me forever. I was trying to use a match. It's a strike on box match. So you have to strike it like that. That took me forever to figure out. And it goes in there to light that guy. And now we've got that turned up. And what it's doing is it's actually raising this up. Ooh, let's go in. Yay! I'm taking a ride in the tree. Now, I could be misremembering, but in my memory, this didn't just go straight up and down. It actually corkscrewed. And so each time you were pointed at a different part of the island. But again, that could just be a false memory of mine. Alright, we're going to go down here. Can't go any lower, though. So, what good is this tree? So let's go back up. But if we come in here now and we, like, turn this all the way down, and then we hurry it back out there, so see how it's up. Oh, did I not turn it down all the way? I thought I did. Oh, I guess I didn't. Okay, there we go. Turn it way down. And that should bring this back down. Yeah, I swear it corkscrewed, but again, maybe that's just a false memory. Maybe they took it out because they were like, this is too hard, because you can only see it like 1/4 of the time. Whereas this way, you can see the door pretty much all the time. Alright, here we are. Now, if you want, you can twist that to go back up, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go here. Into Channelwood. Channelwood was always my favorite as a kid, so I should remember this one well. Though the map was very confusing. Again, in 3D, when you can look around, it's so much easier. It's so simple. Because you just look around and you're like, oh, okay, I can see where the paths are going. But when you have a forced camera perspective, and so you can only look forward, and it wasn't widescreen, so the field of view was probably, I don't know, 70 degrees, something like that. So you've got no peripheral vision. It's just confusing. Alright, we're going to go up here. Sorry, it's chunking a little bit. I don't know why. I mean, I guess I could turn down the settings just slightly, but... Alright, so if we look at this, we've got a little knob. Can I click it, please? What if I do this? Now can I do it? There we go. And now, if you didn't have the volume on, which a lot of times I was playing this silently because I didn't want to be disturbing my family. But now you can hear that there's water running. And that's crucial for this one because these right here show where the water's running. So right now the water's going that way. So if we look this way, you can see it's going over here, and I can still hear the water. And now it goes there to that dead end. That's no good. So let's just switch it. So now it's going to this thing. What's this do? Come on. Can I look at it, please? Okay, there we go. So now we got a bridge that comes over to this way. But you'll notice there's no water sound here. So while we can open this up... Oh, and you always have to close the door or nothing will happen. So, just FYI. So, this isn't going to work because there's no water sound. Water in Channelwood is power. So here, we'd need to extend this. So that can now be connected to power. And again, it was hard to tell where that was. But again, with 3D looking around, it's a lot easier. Okay, so let's redirect the water over that away. Since it's coming from here, I can't redirect it from there. So I've got to come all the way up here to this branch to redirect it, it looks like. Okay, so we'll redirect it that way. And now we should be able to redirect it to this guy, so we can hear the waters continuing along this path, right? And it goes all the way to there. So that should connect to that elevator now. And then this is the other elevator. So we could power this elevator instead. Well, let's do that real quick. Well, no. We already powered the other one. I'm gonna run back to the other one. Alright, so if we race back over this way, across this little bridge. Yeah, I don't love that when I'm sprinting it's a little stutter-steppy, but, you know, it is what it is. It is an older game. It doesn't always run perfectly on modern hardware. But this is definitely the way to experience Myst. This is a lot better than the original version of Myst. Alright, so here we can see that we're powered up. Now if we close the door and we go up... Again, I thought forever that I hadn't powered it correctly, and it was just that I hadn't closed the door, and I was trying to hit the switch because I thought, oh, the switch will close the door for me, like a modern elevator. Ah, so if we look in here, this is how to get back to Myst Island. So, we don't need to go here yet. But now we know. When we want to get home, we got to power up this elevator on the side. Okay. So now we'll give power to that other elevator. Oops, can't go down that path. Forgot. We gotta go around. All the way around here. You know, it is funny though, like, as much as the graphics here are better, and they could be a lot better. Even back in the 256 color days, it was enough that I could imagine alias it to all be real, right? In my mind, I could make Myst Island look perfect. It looked like an actual real place. Again, not that the graphics themselves did that, but it was close enough that I could do it with my brain, which was just fascinating to see. Because Nintendo games, right? Like, I remember playing Final Fantasy 1, and my sister and I would argue about where the head of the giant was. We're fighting a giant, and neither of us can agree which part is the head. That's how low the graphics were, right? Alright, anything back here? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Now, I always got lost here, because these things look too similar to me. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to pick a wall, and we're going to stick with it. So let's pick this left wall, and we're just going to follow around the left wall. Alright, so here's a dead end. That's good, now we know that's there. This is kind of an interesting place, because this doesn't look like a place where Cirrus or Akina would hang out. This is like, you know, the Kashyyyk homeworld. Doesn't seem like Cirrus's jam, because he wants gold and silver, and it doesn't seem like Akinar's jam, because there's not going to be enough, like, bones and torture blood. Alright, so I'm still just going around the left wall. Somebody needs to maintain these bridges. They're getting a little rickety. Okay. So far, it seems like there's not much to do in these. They're mostly here just to confuse you. But also to give you an, you know, a sense of scale. Channelwood isn't just some small place. It's got, you know, lots of things around. And especially going through these with point and click, it was very confusing. Walking through freeform is so much easier. Alright, now that connected over there, so we've already been there. But, again, we're just sticking with the left wall, so it doesn't matter. Okay. And this takes us here. But, I don't think this elevator's powered. Can we open this door, though? Maybe not. Let's see if this elevator's powered. Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, I'll just leave the door open, sure. Why can't I open this, though? I would have thought that I'd be able to open that. Weird. I'm not, like, crazy. There's not, like, a button I can press. Okay. So there's a spiral staircase that we can't get to yet. Back on the left wall. Up through the trees. Oh, those 2D leaves. Those are always the funniest part of trees. It is interesting how something so basic in nature is so difficult for us to render in computers, right? Like that moss. That moss is totally flat. Okay. Oh, from here... Oh, look. From here we can pull this switch. And that opened the spiral staircase. So let's turn around and follow the right wall to go back there. Okay. Right wall it is. And that little switch was easy to miss in point and click days too. Tell you what. Alright, so we're back here. Again, we can't do the elevator just yet, but let's go down the staircase. Whew, spiral staircase is going to make me dizzy, sorry. Just trying to get down here. Ooh, come on, you can do it. There we go. So, this would power up that elevator up there, which means we have to change where the water's flowing again. Alright, so we'll switch it over there. That should power this guy up. Come on. Why can't I walk that way? There we go. And now if we go back up the spiral staircase, sorry, if you get motion sick, you might want to close your eyes. This was the one nice thing about point and click, is that you only had to like go up and down the staircase like one time. And then after that, it would do what was called lightning mode, or zip mode is actually what we called it. And it had like a little lightning cursor. And you would just click it and it would say, okay, I'm going to skip all the places that don't have anything like important to interact with, and we're just going to jump ahead to a place where I know it's either an important junction to go left or right, or it actually has something important to interact with. All right. Well, we're going to go left wall. Why not? It's right here. All right. Whose place is this? Well, broken chairs. Some pens and the like. Let's, can I open the drawer? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. How about this drawer? Nothing. I thought for sure there'd be like a page in here. How about, oh look, I can open this drawer, huh? Oh look, in the other half, the switch vault access, Island of Myst. In very plain view on Myst can be accessed if you simply followed. First locate the switches on the islands and turn them all on, was what it said over on the left side. And then go to the dock, to the marker switch, and turn it to the off position. So you want all the markers on, except for the dock. That's it. That's what that giant secret is all about. Alright. I swear there's a page in here. Am I crazy? Oh, there we go. I couldn't open that before. Alright, so this is Cirrus's room. So his was just a hard left from the elevator. So we're going to do the same thing where we'll probably switch for Akinaz's page, but let's go this way, because Cirrus's is the easier one to get. Oh, it's so loud. Can you imagine recording that, being the voice actor? Jawaja dua, ya ha ha ha. Chomp chomp. Does make you wonder what that's about. Like, why does he say it? Why did he record it, right? What's on this side? Anything? There's a door over here. Okay. So we can either go in one side, or we can go in the other side, looks like. I didn't see a page in there, though. Is he hiding his pages? Maybe it's in here. What's this one do? So that's the one we just heard. Let's try the second one. So it's like training to learn the language, maybe? It did say Cirrus there.
I hope I pushed the right button. Very interesting device, dear brother. I'm not erasing anything important, am I? He is preparing. Remember, take only one page.
Take only one page. Interesting. That will come into play later. Okay, so we switched for Akinaz's page, since Cirrus's is the easier one to grab. Let's head on back to the library. Yeah, I always liked Channelwood. It just has such cool vibes. Alright. Oh, I forgot. Door's not closed. If the door's not closed, nothing will happen. Alright, we're still mostly on track. I've been doing each age in about 30 minutes. Let's see if we can hurry and get back to Myst Island. I know I gotta redirect... Well, no, don't go down. Gotta redirect the water to get there. Maybe if I just look outward the whole time, it'll be less seasick. I'll look out and I'll walk sideways. Because, yeah, it really is quite nauseating to go down that giant spiral staircase. Alright, so we gotta power up the elevator to get back to Myst. Oh, come on. Go back down there. There we go. Alright, and that was going this way. I think we had it powered up if I remember right, but let's just double check. Oh, nope. Sound stopped. Okay. Alright, so if we move that there, that should power up the elevator back to Myst. Don't want to get to a dead end, so we gotta go this way. Peaceful frogs chirping away in Channelwood. I do wish the sprint were a little faster too. But at least, you know, at least there is a sprint. I could always turn on classic mode, I guess, and just zip around, but alright. Back into the elevator we go, and up to the Myst linking book. Okay, page 3 for Akana. Here we come. All right. Oh, Sirius on that side, Akana on this side. Here we go.
Oh, my friend. Bring in the blue pages. I see. Convinced the Cirrus is guilty. Pray, do not release him. He will destroy me, just as he did. Innocent bystander. I've been wrongfully tricked into imprisonment. And you have observed his unbridled lust for riches. In the 4 remaining worlds. Gruesome plot. It was almost perfect. Final blow to father. You tricked him into believing that it was I who was the murderer. I didn't murder father. Bring me the remaining. Please. A liar. All in a liar. Must not be free. The remaining blue pages from the last age of Myst. I must be free. You must free me. I cannot bear it here for eternity. Free me.
Makes you wonder how long he's been in there. He seems to be off his rocker. Alright, let's rush back to Channelwood, and we'll get Sirius's red page to see what he says. Alright, crank it up. Let the tree go up a few times so that the door's visible for me. And then we'll wheel it back down and hopefully race it and beat the door. Oh, nope, I was too slow. I didn't realize how many up it had to go. I was wrong, I was wrong. Be nice if this image would, like, change or something. I'm sure you can, like, count how many times it has to go up and down, but... Or you could just play it safe and you could let it go all the way up until you stop hearing the ka-chunks, but... I'm just so impatient, I don't want to wait for that. There we go. Alright, Sirius, let's get your page. So we should just have to power the right elevator, grab the paper, power the elevator back to Myst. Alright, where are we? Leave that all in. That one's to power this one, so now all I have to do is switch this guy back and forth to power the final 2 elevators. I just hate going up this staircase, but it is what it is. Seemed to work a little better last time when I went sideways. Oh, it's trying to like help me turn. That's weird. Alright, maybe we'll look inward. That's only slightly nauseating. It helps that the lights have gone down, that the sun's setting. Alright, and then Sirius's was just a hard left from the elevator. You gotta go up the elevator first. And we're almost there. Okay. Though soon we'll be getting to the hardest age. So after this is the trickiest age. Alright, his page was... It was in his desk, wasn't it? There we go. Alright. Back down. You know, I actually heard that they're remaking Riven, and I'm super excited, because as much as I love Myst, it is a little small, whereas Riven is a big game, right? Like, it came on 5 CDs back in the day, and yes, you could buy it on DVD, but who had a DVD drive in their computer? Come on, that's crazy. I played the demo for Riven because I didn't have the full game, but I wanted the full game so bad. And then eventually I had a friend who had it, and he lent me all of his discs so that I could play it. And oh man, I haven't kept in touch with him, but Matthew Clement, if you're watching this, probably not since we haven't kept in touch, but if you ever see this video, thank you, sir. I owe you so much for letting me play Riven before I could get a copy. Eventually I did buy it, but I couldn't afford it early on, and so he lent it to me and let me play it, and it was amazing. We weren't even like that close of friends, and he let me borrow his Riven discs? Are you serious? That's a good guy right there. Okay, time to see what Sirius will say. Hey, Asteroids 200, welcome to the stream. Have you ever played Myst or any of the Myst games like Riven? We've just finished the 3rd age in Myst, and so we're going to give this red page to Sirius to see what Sirius has to say.
With each page I can see more clearly. Soon, free from this horrible prison, this book. You must visit the one remaining age. You have not. Confident that my brother Akana is demented. He is guilty.
I mean, he does sound demented.
He took advantage of the freedom our father had given us. Akana began to I ask you again. Do not retrieve the blue pages.
He's a little late for that. He's got 3.
He will destroy both myself and you, just as he destroyed the other pages of Myst. Never will escape. You must simply bring the red. Tell them the story that your wisdom. You will see that I am innocent and he is guilty.
Ooh, he's got a warp effect going on. Very Photoshop 1.
This forgotten island long ago. I will owe you my life, and you will be greatly rewarded.
You said that twice now. Has me a little suspicious that you don't mean it. The lady doth protest too much, methinks. Alright. So, that was Channelwood. So now we gotta go to the next one. So what's the next spot on the tower rotation? Ah, this guy. Now, this is the trickiest age of Myst, in my personal opinion, and the one that I remember the least well from my childhood, so we might get, you know, a little stuck here. We'll see. The other ones, I've done each of the ages in 30 minutes. I'm not convinced I can do this one in 30 minutes, because I don't remember it real well. But let's give it a go. Let's check it out. See what clue the library's got for us. Alright, so the clue for this one is 59 volts. Okay, let me write that down. 59 volts. Alright, what are 59 volts, you ask? Well, there's a room that I haven't shown you yet. Because again, there was no reason to go there since we're just kind of doing things in order, but... Alright, here we go. So to 59 volts. We'll open the door. I guess we haven't saved in a while. We should probably save, huh? We'll save when we're right here at the 59 volts place. Okay. So this room, I didn't show you again. So we've got, you know, the spaceship is connected by wires to this place. And if you go down into this place... It's kind of a cave sort of thing. And down here, we've got this. A very interesting place. But if you look on the wall here, so power to ship. Okay, so there's overall power and the power to ship. And then the generator switches, 1 through 10. All right. Seems fairly straightforward. Okay, so let's, I'm going to save here, since we haven't saved in forever. Okay. So we want 59 volts. Now, if we look at these buttons, right? So that one did 10. Can I turn it off? Okay, so 10, and then 7. So if I turn this one off, it still goes 10 and 7. Okay, so far so good. So, let me write down a quick little diagram so that I can keep things straight. So there's, how many of these? 5 rows. Alright, and the first one was 10, and then 7. What's this guy? 8. And if you go too high, like, you'll throw a breaker and you'll have to, like, reset stuff. 16. And this one's 5. Okay. That one's just 1. So that one's 2 volts. Whereas this one is 22 volts. Oh, he's a big boy. And this one is 19 volts. Another big boy. And this last one is 9 volts. Okay. So the question is, what would make 59? So let's just hit a couple of these. How close are we? So we're at 50. We need 9 more. Well, I could do 8 and 1. And that should be 59 volts, right? I think so. Okay. That works. I hope I didn't have to, like, hit a special button. Maybe I did. Now, I don't remember exactly, but I think that if you don't go up this ladder, I think you have to, like, connect it or something. No? Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Again, it's been so long since I've played this that I just don't remember. What about this one? I'm trying to, like, connect it. Oh, no, go back up. Get up there. Okay, nothing there. So we got to get 59 volts to the ship. Doesn't sound like it's powered up, does it? Oh, all right. Maybe it is. Maybe we actually did it already. Okay. So we got different sounds we can do. And then in the book that we looked at, we saw that it was, let's see, I've got it written down somewhere. CFC. So it was C, F, C, and then D sharp, and then B flat. So C, ba, 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 That was it, right? Let's see. La ba. Okay, that should be an octave. And so then this one needs to be an F just above the C. So let's go play the F. So where's the F key? That's this one. Ba. Ba. Okay. So that's C, F, C. And now we need the high D sharp, which was ba, ba, ba. And then the last one was B flat, which should just be 2 down from C. I think it's that. Did I do it? No. Let's go listen to the B flat. I don't think I did the B flat right. Let's see. Wait. Ba 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 ba. Oh, I'm an octave too high. There we go. Did that do it? No? Am I an octave too low on everything? I thought it was this low C, if I remember right, on the thing. Well, maybe we gotta go check the library real quick. Make sure I did that right. Either that or the power didn't stay. Maybe I didn't do the power right. So if we look in here at the selenetic age, that was this guy. No, which one was it? Selenetic. There we go. It was 1 was C. Oh, F was the fourth one. I mixed up 2 and 4. Whoops. That's what I did wrong. So it's so 2 and 4 have to switch. So it should be low C. And number 2 is high C. And number 3 is the high D sharp. And then number 4 is the F. And number 5 is the B flat. Okay. All right. Whoops. Well, I took down the notes wrong. Good thing we checked. Okay, so let's go back to the ship. And we'll punch in the right notes this time. All right. So it's C. Whoops. Nope. Come on. So it's low C and then high C. And then it's the high D sharp. And then the D sharp should go down to the F, which somewhere in that, and then the B flat. There we go. I guessed right. I just was kind of eyeballing the F, but that was it. Ooh, look at that. Now this island is super intriguing. It's one of the coolest islands, but it was also one of the trickiest for me. I had the hardest time with this island. And part of it's that it's very audio-based, and audio is not my strong suit. My hearing isn't, like, horrific, but it's not great either. But hopefully, given just my superior headphones to what I had as a child, hopefully I'll be able to do this. Yeah, part of the problem was that when I was a kid, there's a part of this where they play 2 sounds at the same time, and my sound card couldn't actually handle 2 cards at the same time. And so it just wouldn't play anything. And so it was very confusing because I couldn't solve the puzzle. But again, then I went to my friend's house and everything was fine. So if you come here, we'll see that there's a whole bunch of different, like, sounds that you can do. So I'm going to write these down real quick as options. So you got, like, air. I don't even know what to call that. Suction cupping? I don't know. We'll say air, suction cup, What's the next one? Train. I'm going to call that Asteroid in honor of our viewer, Asteroid 200. Asteroid landing, sure. And then we'll call that Spark. What's next? We'll call that Wind Chimes. And, sorry, let me put better spaces in here so I can see the separation. Okay. I'll call that Fire. What's next? Okay, so I'll call that Clock. It's a broken clock, but still clock. And then Water is the final one. Alright, so that's our palette of sounds that we can do. So let's go figure out what determines what sound goes where. So this door is locked, can't get through there. Now again, this map was very confusing as a child, but it should be better because in 3D you can see, oh, there's a staircase here, there's a staircase there, and you don't miss it because you can look around. Ooh, I hear fire right there, so that's the fire noise. But let's go here first. So, we've got water. I don't know if these symbols will matter, I can't remember, so let's just draw this one real quick. So it looks like 3 little waves with 2 teardrops over it. Okay. Now if I click it... Alright, so it looks like I've turned it on, maybe? What's this one say? What page is that? Is that a white page? Or is that a blue page? Maybe that's a blue page and it's just looking white to me. Okay, so we got this. So we got like a little microphone. And now that this is on, it should be broadcasting that noise, I guess, through that microphone. I wonder if I turn it off, does the microphone stop glowing? Let's turn it off. I can't tell if the microphone's glowing or not. Can't tell. But we're going to turn it on. I think on is a better option. Especially since it started off. Anytime there's a switch, you want to flip it, right? You got to have it go in opposite. Alright, so fire is what I called this one, but it looks like it's maybe more accurately rift. So it looks like a lightning bolt. And with 3 vents coming out. Okay. Let's make sure... Oh, that was already on. Or maybe I turned it on and I didn't pay attention. So we want that one to be on for sure. Okay. So we've got water and fire. We got our clock going. Interesting. And the clock just looks like that. I should draw that real quick. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And the clock seems to be at 2 o'clock. Alright, so it's a clock that's pointing at 2 o'clock. What's that behind it? Anything? No? Okay. Over to here. What's up here? This is like the wind chime place? So this is wind chimes, but why does wind chimes look like a tower? Okay, so wind chimes looks like a tower rising up out of the water. Okay. Oh, and the red page is here. Okay, so eventually when we want the red page... Well, let's get this one first, since the blue page was closer to the beginning. Okay. And then what's over here? So there we got like a little tower with like satellite dishes on it, broadcasting stuff everywhere. Ooh, bats. Creepy. Okay, let's turn this one on. So this is the air, looks like. So it's got a circle. Two straights. Okay. That'll do. Let's go down the hole and see what's down here. Ooh. More bats. Okay. How about this? Not sure what that does, but let's throw a switch, because I see a switch, right? That's the way to do it. Okay. Ooh, goodness gracious. Okay, so it looks like the order they have it in is... So the order is water, rift, clock, water, rift, clock, I called that one wind chimes, and air. Okay, so we've got to, like, what, search for it? What's this? Oh, that's probably the submit button, huh? Oh. Oh, I was just hearing the water in the background, lapping the shores. Where is it? I'm not hearing anything. Am I crazy? Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay. So I can fine-tune adjust, but I can just click the buttons. So water, it says is 339. Okay, so water it claims is 339. And then the rift it claims is 82. The clock it says is 3375. I'm just not hearing anything. Oh, wait. Is this just wherever I set it? So if I set it to, like, 341.2... Oh, okay, so that's why. It's not that these are the right numbers, it's that I have to find them. Oh, okay, well, luckily on the screen... Oh, again, the water lapping at the shores throws me off. What's that one? Why can't I hear it? Is that wind chimes? Where is it? Is it 16.1? Come on, where is it? 15.9? Or is it 16? I don't know. So the wind chimes is close to 16. I'll just put about 16. And now the rift. Let's look for the rift. Okay, so the rift is going to be... That's going to be like the clock or something. So the rift should be... There we go. Alright, so the rift is clear. It's 115.4. 115.4. That's exact. Okay. Maybe, did I not turn water on? Oh, it's because I'm not looking for the wind chimes. Okay, so the wind chimes was about 16. So let's go to that. Alright, so it's 15.7. 15.7, okay, great. So it's just that the water was nowhere near close, and so that's why it wasn't telling me where to go. Okay, let's see here. So if we get close to the water, it should light up. Oh, no, that's not the one. Just that lapping water always throws me off. Alright, here we go. There we go, 133. 133.0. Okay, so we got the rift, we got the water, clock. Can I, like, move it faster? No. I was just trying to move it faster. Okay. So the clock is got to be way over here. Alright, that should be close. Okay, so the clock is 52:1. And then the wind chimes is good, so all we need is air. Alright, we're close on air. Okay, air is 2026. So let's hit this button. Wait, it played them in a different order. Let's listen to that again. It played it in a different order. So order 2 was what? It was chimes. Okay. So it was wind chimes, water, air, rift, and then the last one sounded like spark, right? It didn't sound like this. Oh, I guess the clock starts with spark. Interesting. Okay. I thought spark was a different one, but that's fine. If we have a problem, then we know that spark and clock might be inverted. All right. Oh, did this turn off the lights from this side? Okay, weird. So you got a light on either side. Okay, sweet. All right. So that should be the order that we need. And we left the blue page by the water. And we've got the red page with us. So it should be relatively simple to go through here, right? All right, so the first one was wind chimes. The second one was rift. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Water. Water. The third one was air. The fourth one was rift. And then the last one was the spark clock one. Oh, that's what I had spark as. So it's clock. It's just that clock starts with kind of a funky spark noise. So that's clock. Yep. All right. So wind chimes, water, air, rift, clock. Hey, there we go. Because that was the order that it played it in that last one. Okay. Down into the belly of the beast. Well, I don't think I'm going to get this one in 30 minutes like I did the other ages, but we're at least on track to get it in maybe like 40. We'll see. Not too slow. I just was having to figure things out as I went. Now, if I remember right, there's not anything around here, but I just want to look because, again, I'm not sure I've ever looked at this side of the ship. All my memories are of the old point-and-click adventure and then whatever my brain imagine-aliased. But this realMyst one lets you look all around. Okay. Now this is the one that had me stuck because I couldn't seem to, like, do things right. And it was because... Oh, do I have to shut the door? Yeah. Oh, no. It's already shut. Okay. And it was because my sound card literally wouldn't play the right noise. Now, these sounds is what we got from Gear Island. Hey, James Hogan, how's it going? Sorry I didn't see your chat till just now. Hopefully you're still around. Is Myst a game you've ever played? We're on the 4th age now that we've been doing. And we're going to listen for sound clues that are going to tell us which way to go. So that little tink there, well, we got that from the Gear Island. So if you did this one first, you'd be in trouble. But if you did the Gear Island first like we did, then you know what those sounds are from the island rotation. So that dink means north. So we're just going to go north. And you can figure it out by rotating this little tram around and figuring out, which ways are even possible to go and then using deduction. All right, that was a trill, which means west. west we go. Now let's listen carefully. Another dink. That dink means north. But now they'll start playing two at a time, and you have to kind of hear both of them, which can be hard. That was a whoosh, which means east. Another whoosh, so east again. That was a clunk, which means south. Oh, I turned the wrong way. I turned the slow way. Well, too late now. We're just going to keep going. Alright, clunk to the south. Again, clunk to the south. And again, I got these from the island. So when we went to the Gear Island, there was the island rotation simulator. And if you used that, you could figure out what north, south, east, and west were. That was a trill, so that's west. So far, they haven't played two sound effects at the same time. But again, back in 1994 when I was playing this, that's what broke me. Is that the two sound effects together, they like wouldn't play right. Alright, that was a clunk and a trill, I believe, which would be southwest, which I think would be left. Nope, I turned wrong. Alright, clunk and trill means southwest. Just a trill, so west. Man, it's crazy to me that this is 30 years old. I know that time has flown, but this is one of my memories that I just love. Alright, that was a dink and a trill, which should be northwest. Yep, so northwest for a dink and a trill. That was a dink and a whoosh, so that should be northeast. Oh, wrong way. Alright, hopefully we're about there. I know that this one's a long one. And this is part of the reason why this island takes so much longer than the other ages. Just a dink should be north. Let's see, there was a chunk and a whoosh, so that should be southeast. Chunk and a whoosh is southeast, yep. Okay, there we go. Hey, that looks like the end. Whew, made it through. Yeah, so since my audio card wouldn't work with this when I was a kid, I said that I went to my friend's house and we solved it. We didn't do that first. We eventually did that. But what we did first was that we exhaustively mapped the entire thing out. We were like little mini cartographers, and we just mapped the entire thing out. It was insane, but that was how we could figure out how to beat it. Alright, what's over here? Anything cool? Because I haven't really been down here. Nope, just a little station for the tram. Okay. I mean, if a submarine goes under the water, does that mean that this is a subterrane? Ooh, this is cool. Look at the red glow everywhere. All right, back to Myst Island with our red page for Cirrus. This is Cirrus's 4th page. And then once we get the 4th page for Akana, then we're all primed and ready to see all 4 endings of Myst.
Finally returned. I owe you a debt of gratitude, for you have nearly released me. My name is Cirrus. I trust that from your explorations you've become convinced that my wicked brother Akana is guilty, and I am innocent. It is I who am wrongly imprisoned here. Imprisoned by my father. I don't know who you are, or how you came to this island, but I assume you must at least know something of the books. It was father who was a master of the books. He wrote hundreds of them, all describing and linking to the fantastic places and ages which he had discovered. The room in which you now stand was our father's library. It was here in this room, on this island named Myst, that he housed most of these books. But such a waste. By now, you have surely discovered that Akana has burnt and mutilated most of these books. Why? Our father was always watchful of our exploration. We grew up under his strict supervision. But when we came of age, he gave us unbridled access to the Myst books. He began to leave our adventures more and more unchecked. Unsupervised as we were, my brother began to become disturbed. He began to take more from the Myst ages than he had given. Soon he gained a twisted pleasure from the conquest and destruction of the other ages. It was horrific. This thirst for destruction. But alas, even I discovered his insanity too late. He had completely destroyed all of the Myst ages but 4. I wasted no time. In warning my father, I thought he would recognize Akana's guilt. But in a fit of rage, he imprisoned both my brother and myself within the pages of these books, designed to hold us until he could judge which of us was guilty. To discover the truth, our father embarked on one final journey. However, he has never returned. I can only assume that he perished along the way, leaving me, an innocent victim, trapped forever. But now, you are here to release me. Listen carefully. You must find one more page and I will be forever free. There is a book on the shelves in this library which is mostly burned but has a few pages still intact. It is the last book on the middle shelf. Find it. This book is filled with a variety of patterns. Find pattern 158 and recreate it on the door of the fireplace. This will bring you to the last red page.
158.
Bring that page to me, and I will finally be released and able to reward you, of course. Ignore the blue page. That page finishes my brother's book. It chills me to even think what would happen if you were to release him. There is another warning. Where the red and blue pages reside, also resides a green book. If you touch the green book, you also will be imprisoned forever. Our father gave us this same warning long ago. I suggest you follow his advice. Go now. Soon we will meet face to face.
All right. So he gave us a pretty good hint there. Let's look at that book before we go back and get Akanar. So he said in the middle one, at the very end, is a special book. And that 158 is the pattern that we have to put into the fireplace. So if you look here, you can see number 158, this pattern right here. Again, we're not going to do this right now because that's going to be part of the 4 endings of Myst, but just keep in mind that this is the pattern that we're going to have to do. All right, let's run back and let's get the final page for Akina from this place, the Selenetic Age. Okay, so if we click this again, we can travel to the Selenetic Age. Unfortunately, it does mean that we're going to have to do that whole maze again. But, you know, that's just the way of Myst. Some of the times it's a little bit tedious. Okay. And we've learned a fair bit. I mean, we know where the page is, so we just have to run, grab it, and then we got to do that final maze. So if we come up here, we left it right by the water. All right, the blue page. So Sears definitely says that Akina went insane, that he was taking from all the ages, and that he tattled and told his father on Akina, but that his father imprisoned them both. Okay. So, if we race back, I'll do my best to make this quick, but you can only go so fast in this subterranean mobile. It'd be nice if after you'd beaten the maze once, they would let you skip, but, you know. Alright. Come on. Oh, I gotta shut the door. Alright. The animation definitely takes a fair bit too. Alright, that's a tink to the north. And a trill to the west. And a tink to the north. And a whoosh is east. So it always takes a while. We're about a fourth of the way through, I think. Another whoosh. So still east. And a clunk is south. Another clunk, so another south. Trill is west. That's a clunk and a trill, so southwest. Oh, wrong one. Alright, clunk and trill, southwest. And now just another trill, so that should be west. That was a dink for the north, and a trill for the west, so northwest. Alright, I think we're about 2/3 done. Alright, that was a clunk and a whoosh, so southeast. Oh, no. That's a dink and a whoosh. So northeast. Alright, just a dink, so north. Good thing I caught myself. I almost made a mistake on that last one. That would have been bad. Okay. That's a clunk and a whoosh. Now it's southeast. Clunk and whoosh is southeast. There we go. Whew. That's the Cyllenic Age done. So again, instead of doing that one in 30 minutes, it was closer to 40 minutes. I'm just a little past 40. But part of it's just this maze takes so long, even if you know the solution. Alright, open the door and let us out. We got a page to deliver to Akana. And then we'll save so that we can see all 4 endings of Myst. Well, I'll save after we go in the fireplace, actually. Alright, here we go. Akana, here's your second to last page.
Hello, I'm Akana. I'm glad to see that you've returned to help me escape from my wrongful imprisonment. It was Cirrus who did this to me. Cirrus, my wicked brother. Do not listen to him. I warn you. He's a liar. Do not be persuaded by his evil lies. Do not release him. He killed my father. He will kill you. It began when my brother Cirrus began to lust for riches. He stole from the ages of Myst. He hoarded riches for himself. My father slept away his watchfulness. My sick brother secretly pronounced himself king. King of the ages of Myst, he said. He began to look upon me in disgust. His lowly brother hated him. And then Cirrus began to destroy the ages of Myst. He burned their forest. He tore down their structures. He flooded their lands. Murdered their inhabitants, completely destroyed all but 4 of the ages. Of course, I had one brother. When I finally found him, there was Cirrus also, talking cleverly. The lying tongue of a serpent. He had convinced Father that it was I who destroyed the ages. He convinced Father that it was I who was greedy for wealth and plunder. And as Cirrus dealt the final blow, he tricked Father into believing that I was the murderer. But Cirrus did not deal as fast a blow as he planned. And his father died a slow death. He at last doubted my brother's clever lies, and so in dying, Father imprisoned us both. Unsure from which of us the blow had come. I swear to you what I say is true. Release me. You must release me. My brother is a deceitful liar and deserves punishment. I only wish vengeance for my dear father. His murder. Believe me. He Must only recover one additional page to release me from this prison. It's the easiest to find. Go to the bookshelf. It's in this library. On the far right side of the middle shelf, there's a burned book, which is different from the other burnt books. This book is filled with patterns. Find pattern 158. Mimic its design on the panel in the fireplace. Doing this will bring you to the last blue page. Remember, don't take the red page. Only the blue page. Return quickly to me. And do not touch the green book. It's a clever trap to imprison those who have not been warned. Do not be tempted, for you will rot and die, imprisoned as I am. I tell you, if you follow my instructions, it will be well worth your while. I promise you that. Go. Go.
So each brother blames the other, but Akana claims that Cirrus killed their father, whereas Cirrus says that it's just that the father imprisoned them and hasn't returned. Alright, so we're going into the fireplace, and in the panel, we have to do pattern 158. I showed it to you guys before, but I know what it is, so we're just going to punch it in here. Alright, that should be it. Oh, did I mess up? Whoops. I missed... Oh, this one right here. That's what I missed. What? Am I crazy? Did I miss one? That's 158. Oh, one more right here. There it is. Okay, so now... There we go. It's easy to make mistakes on that. Alright, so right here, I'm going to actually save it. Because this is where we can see each of the endings. So first, let's take the blue page and free Akana. Out of the fireplace and into the blue book.
Oh, yes, I'm free. Oh, I feel alive. And how do you feel, my friend? Oh, and what have we here? Perhaps the pages you worked so hard for? Whoops. Yes. Oh. Perhaps you're seeing the world from my point of view. Oh, yes. Oh. There's my brother. Oh, yes. Oh. Maybe someone will rescue you someday. You lose.
All right. So that's ending number 1 of Myst. All right, let's see if we can load and see ending number 2, huh? What? Oh, it didn't save inside the fireplace. Boo. Alright, let me punch it in again. Dang it, I thought that I had sidestepped this by saving it where I did. Alright, is that it? There we go. Okay, we'll take the red page this time. It's too bad we can't save inside the fireplace where I thought I could just pick up the next page. Alright, let's free Akinon. Or not, we freed Akinon. He wasn't such a good dude. Let's free Cirrus.
Yes, I'm free. Oh, thank you, my friend. My dear friend, you've done the right thing. You stupid fool.
Oh, rude. We just saved you, man.
It looks like perhaps you're in the book now. And what have we here? A page. Oh no. I hope you enjoy your new home as much as I enjoyed it. I can't see you. You're getting less clear. I hope you're in the books. The library looks much the same as I left. Oh, Akinon. Goodbye.
So Cirrus was the one who burned the library. I hope you enjoy your new home as much as I enjoyed it, Cirrus. Alright. Lose number 2. Let's load again. Alright, well, if both sons are jerks, then the only other option is to touch the green book. Alright. Oh, I missed one. Dang it. There we go. Alright, so let's touch the green book. Hey, it's Atris!
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to Dunny, not yet.
Oh, wait.
I have many questions for you, my friend.
I was impetuous. I didn't wait. Uh-oh. So here's Dunny. It's, not a real big place. Mostly empty. With this, interesting version of Atris. I don't know why that was so much louder.
Ah, my friend. You've returned. We meet face to face. And the page. Did you bring the page? You didn't bring the page. You didn't bring the page. What kind of fool not take my warning seriously? Welcome to Dunny. You and I will live here forever.
Forever, forever? Well, best get to know each other then. Atris, you want to play a game of charades or something? You and I will live here forever, Atris. Alright, so that's failure number 3. So, how then can we win? Well, we'll listen to what he has to say, which tells us the secret. But remember that page that was ripped in half that we found the 2 parts of, and it said to turn on all the markers except for the one by the dock. Well, we have had them all on the whole time. So if we turn this off, oh look, the marker has a page inside of it. All right, let's go listen to see what Atris has to say before we see the final ending of Myst. All right, we'll punch this last one in. All right, is that it? Oh, this one. I think that's it. There we go. All right, so let's listen to everything Atris was going to say before we dive in there.
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to Dunny, not yet. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend, as you no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atris. I feel you've met my sons, Cirrus and Agonar, in the red and blue books on Myst Island in my library. Oh, my library. It contains my works, my writings. Oh, I wrote many books that linked me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books to entrap over greedy explorers who might stumble upon my island of Myst. But I had no idea my own sons would be entrapped. My sons, Cirrus and Agonar. We had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books. Perhaps it was not wise. I could see the greed growing in them. I had not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did not know the books were traps. They begged me for access to those books, and I, of course, denied them. Oh, they devised a plan. An evil plan. I had no idea to what extent their greed had progressed. Their own mother. Oh, my own dear Catherine. They used her to lure me here to Dunny. Of course, I could return to Myst, except they removed a single page from my Myst linking book. I cannot return without that page.
Don't worry, I found
My
it.
friend can bring that page to me. Oh, I pray you believe my story above the lies that my sons have told you. If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst and bring justice to my sons for what they've done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page. Bring the page with you.
And so each son had half of the page that explained how to get the marker, right? Cirrus had torn it in half, right? And Cirrus had one half, Achenar had the other half to say you had to turn on that last marker switch. Okay, time to talk to Atris again.
Ah, my friend. You've returned. And the page. Did you bring the page? Ah, give it to me. Give me the page. Please, give me the page.
Do I trust you?
Page, my friend. Page.
I don't know. How long will you wait? Forever and ever and ever. All right, we'll give it to him.
You've done the right thing. I have a difficult choice to make.
He's got those ET fingers.
My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do.
What you can do, Idris? Don't fly off the handle.
I shall return shortly.
You better, because if I'm trapped here in Dunny, after helping you out, I'm gonna go ape bonkers. Hey, Tris. You didn't give me a time period for how long it was gonna take you. When should I get worried? An hour or two? Oh, phew. All right.
It is done. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend, but my rating cannot wait. I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife Catherine is being held hostage.
You gonna give me anything?
Oh, reward.
Darn tootin', give me a reward.
But all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst. The books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope your explorations are satisfying. You will no longer have my sons to deal with.
What'd you do to him? Adris, what'd you do? Fess up now. Come on, let me go.
Oh, and one more favor. I'm fighting a foe much greater than my sons could ever have imagined. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Till that point, you're free to enjoy the exploration from my library on Myst.
Well, they definitely set up the sequel pretty well.
Thank you again.
Okay, can I use your book now? Come on, Atris. You're a man of few words, but you gotta speed them up. Actually, you're a man of many words, so just speed them all up.
Oh, the book.
Thank
Use the
you.
Myst linking book to return to Myst.
Well, I will. I'll get out of here, man. I don't need to see your mug. Feel free to enjoy the explorations from my library on Myst. Thank you again. Alright, so this is actually where the original game ended, but realMyst has a little bit more to offer. I don't think I could talk to him again, but if we go back through here, and we go back to Myst Island, there's a little bit extra in realMyst. So, in here, you'll see that now there's a book on the floor. First, though, let's look. Oh, Sirius looks very dead. Akana also looking very dead. Okay, what do we have here? Rhyme. So this is a new age, a desolate age, he says. Again, if you thumb through these things, we can see some stuff here. Ah, so look, on this thing, it says that there's another button, and 40, you can see in the back, and then 2735. Let me write that down, 2735. All right. Okay. Oh, was that the final page? Yeah, okay. So 2735, huh? So, if we go back to the 4 chamber, like so, and we set it to 40, like he said. And then we turn that on. That should be the topographical map. But now he said there was another button back here. Ooh, looky what we have there. Okay, let's go back here. Interesting. So we got the spaceship, and we got the platform leading up to it, and if we hold on to this... Oh, something happened there. Okay, so let's go back up here. And now we will see the true ending to Myst, because those 4 were just the original endings. Let's pull out our flashlight, huh? It's a little bit dark. Alright, so if you go up here, you'll see that nothing seems to have changed. But if you go down here... Oh, this is open now. And if we go through here... Ah, what was it? 2735? Alright, that did something. So something went up through the floor here. It's a little hard to know where we are right here because we kind of wound our way under the stairs. And if you come and search up here, you'll see that, again, nothing's changed. But if you go into the library, ooh, we got a new book and a new age. So this age is rime. And it's kind of an interesting, desolate age. I don't know if it's like snow or ash or what. No, it's snow. It's definitely snow. Kind of a peaceful age. There's like an observatory up there. And you got this, frozen solid. What about this? If you look out over here, you can kind of hear the ice clinking around. Watch the lightning. But there's one, well, 2 final puzzles, I guess, really. So it looks like the wind is knocking that door open and closed. If you come in here, oh, there's a Myst book, but it's... Oh, no, you can go in the Myst book, okay. Oh, there's this. Doesn't seem to work. And a door also doesn't seem to work. So, if we go back out, we can turn this guy on. And now we've got gas. Now we're cooking with gas. Here we go. Give it a second to heat up the place. You just gotta wait. There's no rush in this. It's just time. It'll slowly heat up this whole room, and we can get to the last little puzzle of the game. Alright, come on, come on. Warm it up already. How much heat do you need? Jeez Louise. Oh, is it because this is open? Can I close this door? Close the door. Whoops. I think that was my fault. I didn't realize that door was open. Alright, so now that the door is closed, we heat up the room. Once it's warm enough, then this guy can be opened. Come on. Kick it. Give it a little welly. Yeah. Kick it. There you go. Alright. So from here we can get to the elevator for rime. Now in the elevator you'll see there's like 2 holes on the side. Weird. Can't go down, but you can go up. Ooh, so out here you can pull the switch to see a light show. And then you can change the color. So let's see, let's change it. Let's see, green, sure, yeah. It'd be like the Aurora Borealis. Ooh, so fancy. For the longest time I thought this was part of the final puzzle, but it's just for funsies, right? So you can look at all the different colors, but that's all they are. They're just colors. Nothing too crazy. Alright, so on to the final puzzle. So here on the hole, you'll see, oh, we've got a little switch, which rotates things. So now we can look in here. Another book. We've got some crystals. Again, I'm not going to spend time reading this, but if you want, you can always pause it and read what it's got to say, because all these books are actually quite interesting. Alright. And now, since we're twisted, if we go down, it'll be a different spot. And now we can be in the final room of Rhyme. This is the very, very end of Myst. So we've got like a little place to sleep here, some maps, and then you've got a drawer with some crystals in it, and a page. It is real, the work of your hands, the touch of my dreams. I've left my dream for you. I'm only yours, Catherine. Red, green, blue, yellow, purple. Okay, so it's like 2, 1, 3, 1, 2? 2, 1, 3, 1, 2 is kind of what it looks like. Let's check that out. So, we can do 2. This one was like one that looked like... Where's it at? That one. This one looked like a 3. There we go. 2, 1, 3, 1. Oops. Oh, I went past it. Dang it. Alright. 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. Let's go look at the colors again, but I'm pretty sure it was red, green, blue, yellow, purple. And to change the colors, you kind of hold click. So just hold it down. And eventually it'll switch. You just keep holding. Red, green, blue, yellow, purple? Is that the purple one? Or is it pink? Maybe it's pink. Alright, what have we done wrong? Alright, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. Those all look right, right? Oh, no, look, this one's not the right shape. Whoops. There's the right shape. So now let's get it back to purple. There we go. No, was it pink? Ah, it was pink. And look at that. Now, those of you that have played Riven will recognize that this is a glimpse into Riven. So, I hope you've enjoyed Myst. This is its 30th anniversary. It's aged like fine wine. I think it's excellent, especially now that you can walk around at 3D. I admit that back in the point-and-click days, it was a little bit rough to play Myst. It was a little bit of a hard barrier to entry, but it's an excellent game now. Riven is still fun to play, but it doesn't work great on modern machines, but they've announced an HD remaster, so I'm excited to play Riven when they re-release that one. But as always, I've been Cynical Siebel. Thank you so much for joining me on this fine adventure. And if this isn't your jam, well, come on back, because I play different games all the time, and I'm bound to find one that you're going to love. But this is one that I love, and I hope you enjoyed it. Catch you next time. Cheers.